You've been promised clean racing before. You've seen the trailers and read the dev blogs, and bought into the hype, only to get dive bombed in turn 1 by someone named Break Later. But let's skip the fluff. This is a real multiplayer breakdown of Project Motor Racing and Rennsport. I'm going deep into how they test you, how they score you, and how they separate wreckers from racers, and what actually happens when your player count drops. If you're only buying one more sim this year, this video will help you make that choice, with more answers than any other breakdown out there. So let's get into it. So entry systems. So Project Motor Racing, you start with a license test at Lime Rock Park in a Mazda MX-5. It's a driving exam, not a race. You're scored on corner entry, exit discipline, lap consistency, and incident avoidance. You must pass separate tests for each class, GT3, Touring, and Prototypes. No pass, no online access. It's like an exam for real-world racing license. You don't just get in and go, you prove you can handle the car first. So, the questions would be, can you race online? No, you must pass the test first. Do you need to retest for each car class? Yes. Can I fail? Yes. But you can retry. Is it hard? It's designed to filter chaos, not punish skill. PMR filters wreckers before they even reach the grid, which feels more proactive than reactive. Rennsport, no license test. You race online immediately. 2 systems. You get the safety rating, SR, that tracks clean driving, and then the Rennsport rating, RR, that tracks results. You're placed into rookie, inter, or elite safety classes. SR adjusts over time based on collisions, track cuts, penalties, and disconnects. It's like being graded after the fact. You race, and then the system decides if you behaved. So the questions would be, can you race online immediately? Yes. How does SR work? It averages your last 50 races. Can I climb RR by winning dirty? Not easily, penalties hit hard. Do safety classes affect gameplay? Yes. Damage, assists, and penalties scaled by class. Rennsport lets you race through the chaos and earn your safety rating over time. PMR makes you prove it. You're safe before you even enter the grid. So how does this translate into the matchmaking? So with Project Motor Racing, you get a driving rating of 0 to 100. It's class specific. Matchmaking only pairs you with drivers in your rating band. Weekly brackets protect your rating even if lobbies shrink. Endurance events, they're locked behind experience milestones. So the questions would be, can I race GT3 if I'm good in touring? Not without passing the GT3 test. Will I get matched with wreckers? Not if your rating is high. What happens if player count drops? You stay in your bracket, no forced mismatches. And can I unlock endurance races? Yes, but only through consistent, clean racing. PMR builds matchmaking around how well you drive the car, not just how fast you are in general. So Rennsport's 2 ratings are global. The first 20 races, they build your initial safety rating. So yes, early lobbies can feel chaotic. After that, safety rating becomes a rolling average of your last 50 races. And you're placed into one of 3 safety classes, rookie, inter, or elite. Each class has different rules. Elite has no assist, full damage, and strict penalties. But the SR and RR are not class specific. You could be clean in GT3 and reckless in touring car, and the system wouldn't know. Just matchmaking is based on overall behaviour, not class specific skill. It's policed well, but reactively. You earn your way out of the chaos rather than being filtered from the start. And if the player pool drops, you might still get matched with lower SR drivers to fill the grid. Rennsport judges you over time. You race through the mess and the system adjusts. Project Motor Racing filters you before you even start the grid. And that's the difference. However, with Project Motor Racing, the pools might thin out. You never know what the player count will be. In Rennsport, you might see thicker lobbies and more chaos. Multiplayer modes. Project Motor Racing has social races, so casual short format, monthly championships, so weekly track rotations, best with 2 results count. Custom lobbies, so full control over cars, rules and weather. Factory driver challenges, so best real-world lap times. Endurance hall events, so long format and strategy heavy. So the viewers' questions, can I race casually? Yes, social races are there. Is there progression? Yes, championships and unlocks. Can I host my own events? Yes, custom lobbies are there. Are there prestige events? Yes, factory challenges and endurance hall. Do I need to qualify for the endurance races? Yes, through ratings and experience. You need to prove yourself in order to do the long races. Project Motor Racing gives you a career path. You climb, you unlock, and you earn your way forward. So Rennsport has a race calendar, rotating contests, formats of sprint, endurance, and time trial. No progression or unlocks yet, although they are going to be adding car-specific race classes. For the safety classes, they affect damage, driver assist, and penalties. So the viewers' questions, Can I race casually? Yes. Is there progression? Not yet. Can I host my own events? Not currently. Are there prestige events? Not structured, just calendar based. Do safety classes affect gameplay? Yes. So Rennsport, it gives you variety but no sense of progression. PMR gives you structure, unlocks and reason to keep climbing. PMR also gives you the ability to run your own lobbies, which I think is going to be crucial for people who want to think about running their own leagues or their own social races. So maybe take that into consideration. So hardware requirements. What will you need to compete? If you're on PS5 and Xbox Series X, you're in good spot. Console launches are usually smoother, lock specs, tighter optimization, and fewer surprises. You might need a patch or two early on, but performance should be solid. PC though, that's where things get unpredictable. PMR is brand new, and if recent sim launches have taught us anything, Forza Motorsport included, it's that PC optimization can be a minefield. The game didn't just need a 2070 GPU, it needed a GPU from 2070. Basically, if your graphics card doesn't sound like a jet engine and glow like a nightclub, they think you're not serious. So what you need this time around? Project Motor Racing. The recommended specs in plain English, you're going to need a solid 4 or 5 year old gaming CPU, like an i7 or a Ryzen 5. A graphics card's at one tier below high end, so an RTX 3070 or an AMD RX 6800 XT. 16GB of RAM, that's standard for modern gaming. And an SSD, because loading from a hard drive is like racing on gravel. So can you run it on mid-tier hardware? Yes, with compromises. If you've got something like an RTX 3060 or a Ryzen 5 3600, you'll be fine at 1080p. With medium settings, just don't expect ultra visuals or flawless frame rates in rain-soaked endurance races. So PMR gives you clear specs and scalable settings. Console players are covered. PC players, just make sure the rig isn't still running on hope and thermal paste. So Rennsport's recommended specs in plain English. You're going to need a newer CPU. Think 12th gen Intel or Ryzen 7 from the last couple of years. A GPU in the same ballpark as PMR, so an RTX 3070 or an RX 6800. You're going to need 16GB of RAM and an SSD. Seriously, don't skip the SSD. Can you run it on mid-tier hardware? Barely. Rennsport's early PC builds ran heavy, and while optimization has improved, it still expects your rig to be more race-ready than race-themed. An RTX 3060 can handle it, but you'll need to dial it back on settings, especially in multiplayer or VR. So Rennsport's had time to improve, but still demanding. If your PC isn't built for modern sims, expect compromises, or consider sticking it in a console where the performance is more predictable. So before the final verdict, before we wrap this up, if you've enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, drop a comment and make sure you've subscribed, because next up we're diving into the single player and the career modes for both sims. Not everyone wants hardcore online chaos. Some just want a solid AI progression and a reason to keep racing. So my final word, which sim protects clean racing? Project Motor Racing is built like a racing career, with structure, filters and progression. Rennsport is built like a racing sandbox, flexibility, variety and potential. If you want protection and progression, then Project Motor Racing might be your lane. If you want freedom and variety, then Rennsport could be the better ride. Either way, choose wisely, because the only thing worse than a bad sim is realising you paid full price to get dive bombed by someone named Break later. Guess what, in the next race, they're still in the lobby.